Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lexi, and this is Beyond the Mirror. I've got so many beauty products that are empty today, so we're gonna go through it. I have a lot of favorites, a lot of fails, so let's get to it. So I broke these up by categories just to make it a little easier, and then I put chapters in so you can pinpoint exactly which products you're interested in. To start, I'm going to go through Bodycare. I didn't go through as much lotion as I usually go through. I usually do a full-size lotion bottle a month, but in the winter months, I need it. But recently, I haven't been going through that much. I'm not sure why. The first one that I'm going to go through, the full-size body lotion that I finished, is the Bath & Body Works Aromatherapy Energy Body Cream. Now, I usually get the ones in the, I know they're both plastic, but the clear plastic, and those ones last me a full month, but this one actually lasted me longer than that. I don't know if I was using it less or what, because the amount in there is actually less than what's in the other one. Now this product I actually thought was a lot more moisturizing than some of the other ones, but I wasn't a huge fan of the smell. I usually like the smell of essential oils, but this one was just a little too much for me, and it kind of gave me a headache some days, but the formula-wise, it's really great. The next product from Bath & Body Works is the Luminous Body Cream, and I have this as a mini. I actually use this one as a hand cream because it's kind of the perfect size for that, and I love the scent of this. It smells so good. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know, it just has like this musky, like woody scent. I don't know, it's really good, so I will definitely be repurchasing this scent. I'm a big fan of all the Bath & Body Works lotions. I think they're pretty affordable and it does its job. I have a hard time spending money on expensive body lotions just because I have in the past, and I feel like you get less product and it's just a lotion. The only one that stands out to me is the Sol de Janeiro, but I still am a little on the fence on spending that much money on some lotion. And lastly, another Bath & Body Works lotion, but this is the Shea Butter Hand Cream in Gingham. And this is absolutely one of my favorite scents. I love it so much. It just brings me back into the Christmas spirit. I was using it when it wasn't Christmas, but it's just so refreshing and bright, and I love the smell so much, so I will always repurchase this one. On to skincare. I have so much. This is definitely the biggest category for today. So let's see, to start, Bioma. Oh, I love this moisturizing gel cream. This was, I think my second product from them. I tried their cream one first, and I really did like that one for the winter. But then once it started getting warmer, I decided to go with the gel one. The only reason I didn't repurchase is I'm still trying to find out which face moisturizers I like the best. And this one was good. It didn't, wow me in any way, but it was good and it's affordable. I liked it. I preferred it for mornings because it laid well with my makeup, but I found that it wasn't as moisturizing as I needed for a night moisturizer. So I might repurchase this in the future. I'm not sure yet, but it is good. Another Bioma product is their Creamy Jelly Cleanser. I received this as a sample, I think, in, some gift with purchase a while back. This is a really good cleanser. I love the gel formula. I think it's so gentle and soft, but not without being stripping, but it still gets your face clean. I enjoyed the scent of it. I don't think it's fragranced, but it did have just like a nice clean like soap scent. I don't know. And I do find that the claims of hydrating and brightening are true. I found that my skin, it felt a little tight after washing, but I get that with all like face washes, but I did see a lot more brightness in my skin, and my skin just looked like it was glowing. So I definitely think I will repurchase this product. I just have so much stock of a lot of other face washes, so I want to get through those first before I repurchase any. Another face wash that I actually didn't like is the Dime Gentle Jelly Cleanser. This one also has that jelly texture, which I really loved. The texture and formula was great, but for me, I could not get past the smell. And I don't know, it just comes in like this opaque bottle, so there really isn't any description if there's fragrance or not. I'll have to look into it, but the smell was awful. I had to hold my breath the whole time, and I don't think it's worth it. The formula was really great. It didn't suds up as much as like a cream face wash, which is fine. I tend to prefer those formulas, but for me, I just could not get past that scent. so I will not be repurchasing that one. One product I had such high standards for is the Pixi Vitamin C Tonic. I had used one of their other ones in a similar bottle, the light blue one, and I really liked that one. And this one sucks. It doesn't do anything. At least for me, I didn't notice anything. It has a very strong citrusy scent, which is nice. I guess that's kind of the only thing. It helps wake me up in the morning, but really it just felt like I was adding another layer of product. I didn't even notice any added hydration or anything. So this one is definitely a fail, and I will not be repurchasing this one. One product I definitely will repurchase is the Peach and Lily Ultra Plush Rich Cream. I just have a little mini sample of it. Again, it was another sample from a gift with purchase, I think from Ulta, and I love this stuff. Oh my goodness, this is one of the best face creams I've ever tried. It really lives up to what it says. It does leave a plush feeling on your skin. Even the formula is really plush. Putting this on at night, in the morning my skin would be so soft and moisturized. I am a little hesitant to repurchase it currently just because of the price tag with it, but this has such a great formula. Next we have the London Town Rosewater Essence, which is just a hydrating mist. I can't remember where I got this from. This isn't really something I feel like I would purchase on my own. I did enjoy it. It had a bi-layer phase, which means that you can just see the two layers. So one is clear and then one was kind of cloudy. And so you shake it up and then you spray it. Next up we have the Laneige Hydro UV Defense Sunscreen. I really liked this one. Unfortunately, they did discontinue it, so I can't repurchase it, but this one was so nice. It didn't leave a white cast, it didn't pill with makeup, it was great, and it lasted me a really long time. I think I was using it for about 6 to 8 months straight, and that was with everyday use. And it just had such a nice formula, but unfortunately it is discontinued. I do have other sunscreens that I really like, so it's okay, but this one was really great. Another product that I believe is discontinued is the Flight Mode Skincare High Altitude Hydration Mask. This is another product. I don't really remember where I got it from, but it was just like a water cream face mask, and I've tried other ones in the past and it was comparable to other ones I've tried, so nothing really special about it. It did have a nice scent to it, if that's something that you care about, but in my opinion, it has such a high price tag that there are other water cream face masks that you can find. Next up, we have the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Melting Balm. I usually use the e.l.f. Hydrating makeup balm, and that one is amazing. That one is my absolute favorite. I went into Ulta to try and buy it again. It said that it was in stock when I looked, and then I got there and I could not find it. So I grabbed this one instead. It was, I think, the same price and for the same amount, and I was just like, the packaging is really similar. The e.l.f. must have been a dupe for it, so I bought it. And I hate this one. I've seen that a lot of people with dry skin like this one, and I have dry to combo skin, but this was not good. I felt like I had to use so much just to get my makeup off, and it melts really quickly, whereas the e.l.f. one, it melts into your skin, but I feel like you have time to kind of work it in and rub it in, whereas this one, if you touch it, it would start melting on your finger. So I think that's probably why I had to use so much. And it sucked at getting eye makeup off. I struggled with getting mascara off with this one, whereas the e.l.f. it comes off no problem. So I'm just not gonna repurchase this one. I also went through this one really quickly. I think it's part of because I had to use so much each time, but it's just not worth it in my opinion. And lastly, for skincare, we have Differin Gel. I have the 0.1% and it comes in a gel formula. And I love this stuff. I've already repurchased. I have backups of it. I did go through a phase for a few months where I would get flaky parts on my skin. For me, it was mostly around my nose because I have a lot of pores here, a lot of flaking here. I would get some down here on my jawline and then on my chin. It was kind of everywhere, but at different points each time. And I believe that happened for about 2 to 3 months. After that, I was able to build this up to every other night, and then my skin cleared up so quickly. Even when there was the flaking, it still cleared up, but it just seemed like there was a lot of active acne happening. I would get a lot of flare-ups, and I've heard that that's kind of the thing, but in my opinion, it was worth it to keep pushing through, and I'm so glad I did. Now, onto hair care. I did a pretty poor job finishing hair products these last 3 months. I'm not sure why. I think the first 3 months of the year, I powered through so many products that were almost empty, and now I just have a lot of full-size products that aren't very close to being empty. I have 2 to 3 other products that are almost done, but I didn't think it was really fair to include it in this video if they're not completely done. So today I just have 2. The first one is the Lotta Body with Milk Honey Refine Me Curl Defining Mousse. Now, I feel bad saying that I don't like this product, and that's because my favorite mousse gel product is so much better and so much superior to probably any other mousse. But this one, it's okay. It works. In my opinion, it didn't give enough hold or definition as it claims to, but it is affordable and you do get a lot of product. You get 7 fluid ounces or 207 milliliters. So it's not as bad as I'm making it sound. It just, in my opinion, was not the best. My favorite is the Verb one. Nothing else compares. That will always be my favorite. Next up, we have the Olaplex No. 3 Hair Perfector. Now, I'm on the fence about this one. I've tried this product in the past when I had all blonde hair, bleached blonde hair, and this stuff was great. I still think it's great, but for how much this is and how much hair I have, it's not worth it, okay? I think I get like 4 to 5 uses out of this, if that. And it's expensive, whereas I think that there are other Olaplex products so I will not be repurchasing this one. Next up, we have makeup. I really thought I was going to finish a lot more makeup in the past 3 months based on comparing it to the first 3 months of the year, but I did still make a lot of progress. Let's see. So I consider lip balms, really any lip product, as makeup. I've kind of put that in the same category just because when I purchase lip products, I have a 5 out, 2 in rule. So I have to finish 5 products in order to allow myself to buy 2. Just because I have so many, I need to get through some. So the first one is the Designer Skin Lip Smoothie. I really like this one. I love that it has SPF in it, and I wish more lip products did. For me, my lips always burn in the summer, and it's just something you don't really think about. So I'm really happy that this one has SPF. It has a really nice smooth formula. I really enjoyed this one. It actually took me a lot longer to finish this. I don't remember the last time I finished a stick chapstick, and I did. This one is gone. There is nothing left. I am so proud of that. And this is a product I definitely will repurchase. I've seen that they have other scents, so I would definitely look into that. Next up, we have the Mario Badescu Rose Lip Balm. And this is one I do not like. I had kind of a roller coaster experience with this one. At first, I did like it. I love the scent of it. It just has that nice soft rose scent. The formula was very cushiony and soft. After a month of using it, I hated it. It left this gross taste that made me sick. I still kept using it, but towards the very end, it was unusable and I just couldn't use it. So there might be a tiny bit in there. I couldn't use it anymore. So for that reason, I will not be repurchasing this one. And then the last lip product that we have today is the Kaja Vacay Shine, and this one is in Beachy Nude. Now, I don't think that they sell this anymore. I've tried finding where I purchased it from and I cannot find any information. Even looking up the name, I can't find any retailers for it, so I think it's discontinued. But I love this one. Oh, I wish they still sold it. It had the most cushiony, soft formula, and it just left such a beautiful look. It was very soft and not super pigmented. It looked a lot more pigmented in the bottle than on the lips, like a wash of glitter in it. It was so pretty, and I loved wearing it on its own or over lipstick. So I'm really sad that they don't sell this anymore. If they did, I would definitely buy it. Next up, we have the NARS Laguna Bronzer. So it's pink inside because I actually decanted some blush in there once this was empty, so that's why it's pink. It is not that color. But this is before they actually came out with the Laguna bronzer in different shades. So I don't know how old this is. It's definitely a few years old, but I did finish it. This used to be my favorite bronzer, but then after a while, it started looking really orange on me, and I kind of didn't like the shimmery look it had in it, which is similar to their blush. It just was too much for me, and that's not what I look for in a bronzer anymore. It did have a nice formula. I found that it was really easy to build it up, but it's just not something for me anymore. Another cheek product is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Puff. I am so shocked that I was able to finish all this. I never thought the day would come, but it did, and I am so proud of myself for finishing this. This one is a very cute, like baby pink blush. I really love their formula. It's very creamy and easy to build up. I personally won't be repurchasing just because I have quite a few of the cloud paints still and a lot of blushes. And it took a really long time to finish. I did find that because of the formula, it did fade throughout the day some days. My preferences for blushes have changed, so I just won't be repurchasing. This was my first introduction to a cream blush, so it does hold a special place in my heart, and I am really happy to just have finished it. I don't remember the last time I finished a blush completely, so this is a big moment, but it's time to retire it, and I just don't think I'll be repurchasing it. The last face product we have is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer with Sunscreen, and the shade I have is Mykonos or Medium Zero. Now, first off, the shade is way too dark for me. I bought it in the peak of summer when I had a tan, and it worked then, but then after that, it just was not the right shade. So this also took me years to finish just because I was only using it during those times that I had a tan. But I did finally finish it up, and I was able to make it work. I started mixing it with some like white foundation pigment, and that helped bring it down a little bit. I don't know how I feel about this one anymore. Before, I did really like it because it had a bit of coverage, some sunscreen, it was kind of the perfect thing for a quick makeup day, but not looking like you had a lot of makeup on. I think my preferences have just changed. I don't really want like a tinted moisturizer. It didn't really work well if you put moisturizer, sunscreen, and then this on top. It kind of just started pilling and it was a mess. And so I've been focusing more on skincare rather than makeup, and I just don't think this really is my preference anymore. It's not bad at all. I just think that you have to be looking for the specific type of product. And the last product for makeup is the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I got this as a little sample, I think, from Sephora, and it's a pretty good product. I'm a big fan of all of Benefit's brow products. They can be a little bit pricey, but they do the job for me. This one didn't have as much hold as which is the Benefit Laminating Brow Wax. This one gave more of the fluffy appearance, like it says, but I kind of just noticed my eyebrow hairs would just keep falling throughout the day. I probably won't be repurchasing this one. Next up, we have fragrances, and I have some small wins with these, and by small, I mean they're all sample sizes. I have so many sample sizes from every purchase that I make with Sephora or Ulta. I tend to opt for that option as the sample because I just like being able to test out products, and with fragrance I feel like that's really easy, and you get to use some maybe expensive products that I wouldn't generally buy. So I'll be quick with these, but the few that I finished are Amazing Grace. No, I'm not going to repurchase that one. I didn't notice any scent with it. I mean, it just felt like I was putting water on my neck, so I will not be buying that one. Next up, we have Alien Goddess by Mugler, one of my absolute favorites. I haven't bought a bottle yet. I keep getting sample sizes, so that's okay, but I definitely want to buy one soon. Third, we have Glossier You. This is absolutely one of my favorite products. I have bought and finished a bottle before. They have increased their prices for the perfume, so I'm not sure if I want to repurchase it or not, but it has such a beautiful scent. I've heard that on everyone it's different, part of why it's called You. For me, it has a peppery kind of patchouli scent, and I love that. That is my favorite, so I'm not sure if I want to buy it again. I do, but with how much it costs for what you get, I don't know if I'm going to. And then lastly, we have Black Opium by YSL. Now, I've heard a lot of people love this one, and for me, it was just okay. It wasn't anything that stood out as crazy good to me, so I probably won't be repurchasing that one, but it's not because it didn't smell good or it didn't have a scent or it wasn't long lasting. And the last category we have is nail polish. I am so proud of how much I finished this month. It's only 2, but to me that is a lot. I have way too many nail polishes, and this year it's my goal to kind of cut down some of those. I have a goal of 5, and I think I'm at 3 or 4, I can't remember. We'll say 4. But once I reach that goal, I'm gonna make it to 10 because I definitely think I can do it this year. So the 2 that I finished, the first one is Sally Hansen Insta Dry in White on Time. Now this one is fine. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's not bad either. I mostly used it for stamping because it's so opaque and it really is a thick formula. Towards the end though, it did get really hard to use. As you can see, it's kind of just like crusty in the bottle. I added so much nail polish thinner to this. I don't know how it still like survived it, but it did eventually start shearing out. And then once I got to a part where even like holding the bottle like this, I couldn't get any, I was like, I'm done. But I might repurchase just for the use of stamping. I hate using expensive products for stamping because you waste so much. So I might repurchase it, but it's not because I'm using it as like a whole nail color. And then next up we have the Holo Taco Left on Red. I love Holo Taco's cremes. They're so amazing. They're very opaque. They self-level like a dream. I am always so impressed by her formulas. Unfortunately, I won't be repurchasing this one. For me, it's mainly the shade. Nothing wrong with it. It is very beautiful, but I was expecting more of like a true red. And this one is more of just like, I don't even know. It is more of a softer red. I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't what I was expecting for the color wise. It is a bit lighter now in the bottle because I did add a little bit of yellow to kind of tone it down towards the end. It was too thick to get out, but then adding nail polish thinner, it helps the formula, but it still wasn't enough to do like a full manicure. So I just added some yellow to it, mixed it up, and then I was able to finish this bottle. I have plenty of other cremes, and I definitely would repurchase some of those from Holo Taco, but this shade just isn't it for me. Thanks for watching. Comment down below if there's a product that you liked that I didn't, or products that I loved that you absolutely hated. That's all for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!